This series serves as a warning, shedding light on two crucial realities about medical science. Social media influencers are not healthcare professionals, and herbal remedies are not substitutes for legitimate medical treatment. Milla Blake's journey in a Netflix series echoes that of a real-life cancer patient, Jessica Ainscough, known widely as the wellness warrior. But before we dive into Jessica's actual story, here's an important note. While Apple Cider Vinegar dramatizes certain elements for storytelling purposes, the essence of Jessica's character remains unchanged. Now, let's take a closer look at her journey. Much like her fictional counterpart, Jessica was a driven young woman with big aspirations. Born and raised in southeast Queensland, she moved to Sydney after earning a journalism degree. In her early 20s, Jessica worked as an online editor for a teen magazine called Dolly, similar to Milla Blake, who worked at Girlfriend magazine in the show. At just 22, Jessica was diagnosed with epithelioid sarcoma, a rare form of cancer. The news devastated her parents, Colin and Sharon, represented as Joe and Tamara in the series. Doctors discovered large, aggressive tumors on her left arm, urging her family to act quickly before the cancer could spread further. In the show, Milla's doctors explained that the disease had progressed to a point where amputation was the best option. Similarly, in real life, Jessica's medical team recommended immediate surgery, a wide resection, which would mean losing her arm. Jessica's oncologist, Dr. David Gorski, is portrayed in the show as Dr. Shu. But rather than undergoing the recommended treatment, Jessica chose an alternative path. The thought of losing her arm was unbearable, and like Milla, Jessica decided against the surgical procedure. Instead of following conventional medical advice, she sought alternative healing methods, determined to cure herself without drastic surgical intervention. Rejecting mainstream medical treatments, Jessica immersed herself in researching holistic therapies. Her search led her to the Gerson therapy known as Hirsch therapy in the show. Developed by a German-born American physician, this controversial approach claimed to fight cancer through strict dietary changes, raw juices, and coffee enemas. Jessica fully committed to the therapy, completely transforming her lifestyle. For a while, her health seemed to improve. Like Milla, she openly shared her journey, inspiring thousands through her online wellness platform. In 2010, she began documenting her experiences, and soon, her Wellness Warrior blog turned her into a public figure, celebrated as a leading voice in alternative medicine. In real life, Jessica crossed paths with another self-proclaimed wellness influencer, Belle Gibson, in 2013, just 2 years before Jessica's passing. The two met at a self-love and sisterhood conference in Paran, where Belle, who had been following Jessica's journey closely, approached her. Unlike in the show, where Milla politely dismisses a persistent fan, Jessica wasn't particularly interested in Belle's ideas, including the mobile app she was developing. Despite Jessica's disinterest, Belle continuously sought her attention. As the Netflix adaptation suggests, Jessica never warmed up to Belle, despite Belle's attempts to forge a friendship. Following Jessica's death, her manager, Luciano, publicly stated that Jessica had no personal or professional ties with Belle, though Belle made an emotional spectacle at her funeral. The irony? Belle had built her entire public persona by mirroring Jessica's cancer recovery narrative. However, while Jessica's battle was real, Belle's illness was later exposed as a fabrication. Jessica's mother, Sharon, played a crucial role in her life and was the inspiration for Tamara in Apple Cider Vinegar. In 2011, Sharon was diagnosed with breast cancer, though in the Netflix version, Tamara is depicted as battling bowel cancer, a disease that ran in her family. The show also highlights that Milla Blake's grandmother suffered from the same condition. Like her daughter, Sharon rejected traditional treatments, refusing chemotherapy and radiation in favor of holistic therapies. Sadly, unlike Jessica's initial recovery, the alternative treatments did not work for Sharon. Both in real life and in the show, the mother and daughter shared a deep bond, but ultimately, Sharon's decision to forego conventional medical treatment led to her passing. Doctors believed she might have lived longer had she pursued medical intervention. Yet, like her on-screen counterpart, Sharon may have chosen to stand by her daughter's beliefs rather than challenge them. In October 2013, 2 years after her diagnosis, Sharon passed away. Her death devastated Jessica, shattering her confidence in the alternative treatments she had so passionately followed. Following her mother's passing, Jessica's health rapidly declined. The cancer became more aggressive, and realizing her mistake, she turned back to conventional medicine. But by then, it was too late. Despite her efforts to fight, Jessica's oncologist could not halt the progression of the disease. As seen in the show, Milla fights until the very end, unwilling to accept her fate. In reality, Jessica's journey ended after a 7-year-long battle with cancer. On February 26, 2015, Jessica passed away at the age of 29. A memorial service was held in Buderim, Brisbane, on March 6, drawing a massive crowd of friends, wellness influencers, and life coaches. Jessica was deeply in love and engaged to Talon Palmenta, known as Arlo Palmer in the show. Their love story was beautifully portrayed in Apple Cider Vinegar. Jessica and Talon got engaged in July 2014, planning a wedding for the following year. Unfortunately, Jessica's health deteriorated before they could exchange vows. At Jessica's memorial, many spoke about her unwavering love for Talon and how he supported her throughout her battle. Like in the Netflix adaptation, Belle Gibson also attended the service, briefly interacting with Jessica's father and fiancé. The guests recalled that Belle was overcome with emotion, not just because of Jessica's passing, but because, at the time, she was already facing scrutiny that would soon unravel her fabricated cancer story. Jessica's death marked the beginning of the end for Belle Gibson. The Netflix series subtly hints at the irony of Belle's fate without Jessica to model herself after. Her house of lies came crashing down. Though she tried to take the spotlight, her deception couldn't hold up under scrutiny. Jessica's story serves as a powerful lesson. Her life was filled with courage, hope, and resilience, but it also highlights the dangers of misinformation in healthcare. While alternative therapies may complement treatment, they should never replace science-backed medical care. Thank you for watching this video. Share your thoughts on the show in the comments below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite films and series. Until next time, take care.